definition of a circle. This is a definition of a circumcenter. But this is the definition of a circle, because by definition of a circle, the radius, the radii, are always congruent, right? They're always the same. They're always the same distance, right? So now, do we know one of them? Do we know YB? Do we know YC? Do we know YA? Which one do we know? YB. So we know that YB is equal to what? 63.9, right? And so by substitution, those are all congruent. Does that make sense? And now you have a two-column proof. 10 and 11 would just be that YC is congruent or equal to 63.9 and YA to 63.9. Why? Substitution. Substitution. 9 and 10. 10 and 11. Sorry. 10 and 11. Y was given. So 9 is given. Right? That was given to us.
But would Y be congruent to 1.9 or is it equal?
Say again?
Y be is congruent or equal?
That's a great question. I'm going to go over that. Now, here's the thing. Technically, we would have to put in extra steps. Technically. And this is why. The question is YB equal or is it congruent? Okay? And that is an awesome question, because technically, YB, right? You have to say the measure of YB is equal to, what was it equal to? 63.9. So in essence, what we would have had to say is, because these are congruent, right? Then their measures are equal. So the measure of YB is equal to the measure of YC, which is equal to the measure of YA. And that would be definition of congruency, right? Guys, are you listening?
Yes.
This would be definition of congruency.
That's step 4.
So that actually, where that should be is right here on 8. That should be your 9. I'm okay with skipping that right now. The part I really want you guys to focus on is how to get here. And saying whether they're equal, the measures are equal, or they're congruent. I'm not going to be a stickler on that. Okay? I'm not going to be a stickler on that. And the state test won't either. It'll just label it. Measure is equal, or the side is congruent to. Okay? If you're ever using, the thing you need to realize is, if you're ever using an amount, it's the measure is equal. It's always equal to an amount. If you're just talking about a side to a side, or an angle to an angle, then they're congruent. That's the whole point of geometry, is taking something in theory and then translating it into text. See the difference? So we're trying to say, okay, it's congruent up until a point when we can actually put numbers in, and then we can calculate it. Does that make sense? Okay? So that